wandering in, hoping to catch out Hope. Kyle off to the side. Ulti out from Hongq. Zoning away. Kyle getting his flash before the big fight is going to be big, but here's the response. The charge now coming out. Ulti from Tarzan. They see a window of opportunity. Tidal wave response. Flandre into the back line. Jojo immediately backing up. Doggo for now untouched. Flandre zoned away. Forced to flash away from the bubble. Doggo stepping up. Junja, the reset on the Cyclone just in time. Flandre's got him on a rope, but I don't think that's where he wants to be. Hongq with the follow. CFO take the fight.
CFO are flying high. That is everybody still alive. He forces the flash out of Kyle first, early. Okay, we're actually going to start at the beginning here. We do get to see it. Proto Bell down for Kyle, flash down for Kyle. Then you worry a little bit with the counter engage of the Maokai ultimate, but Hongq's able to flash out. Kyle's ultimate doesn't get anyone there. Just the clone on the front line, because he had no more mobility with Proto Bell or anything, and they're able to turn around. The counter engage, Rest is able to finish off Hope with the full chase. CFO did such a good job like kiting back there and then going for the re-engage.
Kiting back and making sure that their damage was hitting the same target consistently. Hope
acts as a turret here on the Corki.
And it's a good moment for Doggo because you can see if that was a Jarvan, if that was something else. Hold that thought, charge on the way in. Tarzan trying to bully his way forward. Doggo already used the cleanse, locked up for a moment. Flandre right into the back line, but Rest is here to respond. Doggo for now untouched. Flandre demounted and running. 5K on the Otacon. Hongq popping off with the ultimate. It's a tidal wave across the entire team fight, and he catches Kyle. Crucially, but Hongq about to fall. Invisible for a moment. The side step. Otacon might finish him off. It's a Realm Orb bid coming in for the meantime, and Shanks, but he's not quite sure where he wants to be. Shanks into the back line, but it's Shanks who goes into the tower and will fall. Otacon resetting. Tarzan and AL on the retreat, and it's CFO again making their mark on Summoner's Rift, finding the fight on the top side of the map as Junja spins after Tarzan and takes down the AL jungler.
Exquisite League of Legends from CFO! Like what, 50 HP or something? All right, let's take another look at it. They set up well, control ward in the tri-brush. Doggo here knows he has cleanse, so he can frontline versus Maokai. He chunks him. Then he Valks back to the rest of the team as they just knock up the Kled on the engage. Rest had a really nice answer ultimate, so they kite back, and Hongq says, I'm not letting that dismounted Kled get away. Hongq went in with the ulti, hops back out, barely past the Otacon, waits for the Otacon spell there to go before him. Then a little bit of counterplay here from the side of AL. Shanks wants to go finish Hongq, but he's too deep. He can't get out of there inside the tower. And then it's just Hope and Tarzan left alive with the... Ryze has Realm Warp. Ryze has Realm Warp. He could Realm Warp his team closer.
CFO betting a ton on this play. Kyle still waiting off to the side. They know almost all of the ultis are missing. Flandre has his, as does
Maokai Q
Shanks.
Smite!
Maokai Q Smite! Tarzan gets it! Flawless read, Kobe's the fight now breaks out. Flandre off to the side, Rest isolated, but Junja is still standing. AL got the worm now, they need to get to the fight. Hope continuing to step forward. CFO forced back. They thought they had the damage, but the math was wrong. Flandre in the midst of the entire team, ready to demount, continuing to go, finding a hell of a lot of courage now in this late game fight because it's Hope and AL. Realm warped into the back line, but Rest says we're gonna get something back.
There's only one survivor for AL, it's Shanks, and Hongq goes in, takes him down! They wipe every Baron buff off of Summoner's Rift, but still...
They got all the kills they wiped to this Red Bull Baron power play. It's gonna look a little bit pitiful. But you can see this is the confidence they thought they had it, but here comes Tarzan.
Yeah, okay, so Maokai, Q has such a... I mean, the jungle damage modifier on this thing is so big. Q Flash Smite, really good from Tarzan to steal it. But you see, Doggo immediately killed Kyle on the top side, and they punish Tarzan for his steal immediately. So they've got the numbers advantage. Then AL chasing forward, and CFO kind of kiting back behind this control ward. The Nami ultimate delays the damage follow-up. So Flandre is in there pretty much by himself until the Realm Warp comes through. And even though Doggo gets taken down, he does a lot of burst damage, enough so that Rest can then finish off the kill by flashing forward. And then Shanks tries to teleport out because he sees the teleport. Look at the mini-map closing his exit from the other side. And so he knew Rest was going to teleport up above him, so he tried to teleport out.
And the dominance they had in this game is really paying dividends because the mid lane tower is still up. It's so hard for AL to find any flank angles of their own. So hard to get that creative Maokai angle that you mentioned earlier. So both sides just continue to poke. Doggo still walking forward with a lot of confidence, but has to give a little bit more respect as ulti now coming in for Flandre. Immediate TP coming on the backside. That's Hongq on the way to the fight. He does have the ulti up and available. Tidal wave going in. HongQ coming back. Ulti just in time. Wants to take down Shanks, but doesn't quite have the hard CC. Shanks manages to make it out. But Rest keeps driving forward as Hope falls. Tarzan and Kyle on the backline, but all of the damage is gone. Tarzan will not be enough. Kyle finally finds the engage, but it's too little. It's too late because it's Junja moving in the whirlwind there. AL crumbling. Flandra comes back into the fight just in time to watch AL fall to pieces. The Quadra coming in for Doggo. CFO dominate.
Down. They're still slightly behind in gold.
Doggo chasing. Poke damage onto Kyle. Just be careful not to overcommit here, but Junja might just be on the way, and he is. It's the Pantheon. Right to the back line. Aegis assault to block, and he fall off damage. Decent equalizer to kick things off, but Tarzan is relatively untouched. HongQ in the midst of the team almost immediately gets taken down. Ulti from Flandra. So many low health bars. Flandra, Tarzan, and Shanks tear through CFO.
AL that one too. You mentioned his ulti for the turn, but here it is. So look, they go for Braum ult and they Pantheon ult over the top to go for the engage. Rumble ultimate didn't get a lot of value this time either, and Tarzan is able to ult and then turn right back around. Look at all this damage from Shanks and Hope from the left side, and Flandra just ults right back in. Blender there as they chase them.
He holds it. If he can use it on Shanks before that burst damage comes through, so much of that impact is going to be mitigated. Doggo walking in, he has the Bloodthirster, not afraid to tank some of his damage. Big chunk onto Hope. It is the Jhin. He can't stay in the back line, but we'll have to be careful. TP coming in from behind of CFO.
Camp that Tully.
Ball breaker ready to go, trying to jump in on the Flandra. Flandra immediately retreating. Wall splitting the entire fight. HongQ knocked away. Curtain call coming out. Last bullet not quite going to connect. One more coming in for Hope, but he can't get anything done. Ulti from Doggo doesn't do too much work, and it's Riverest who might be in trouble. Kyle backing away, 3K on the objective. All comes down to the smite on the Otacon. Ulti in to make sure he gets the pin. It's getting lower and lower. Who gets it in the end? AL keeping the fight going, but no! It's Tarzan in the clutch who manages to take the Otacon. Flandra with the foul up, the double, make it a triple, and Shanks to run down Kaiwing as AL get everything.
AL, they put their flag in the dirt at Otacon. They clean, and they're able to get the kill onto the front line and secure the Otacon. Okay, so Tulio Wall goes down, but so Kyle got stunned over the rocks as he headbutted, so he couldn't get his combo off, so that's why HongQ got to live initially. Tarzan flashes away out of the Misfortune ult this time, and they burst down Rest, then kiting back. The Otacon is getting so low, so Junja goes in, he ults onto Tarzan to try and get it, and it's just a fair smite fight there. Tarzan coming up big, landing it. Wow, the rest of AL were able to finish off the kill the front line, and follow through.
Priceless moment of the game. Soul secured by AL.
I mean, CFO positioning on Baron, but like that's not scary. So you are.
What's the plan here, boys?
You're kind of blocked from your own base.
Kyle waiting over the wall. Oh my gosh, this is going to be devastating. Kyle goes over, immediate pop. Doggo tries to full channel, but Kyle has the interrupt. Curtains calls, and now it's Shank and Flandra to follow up. CFO being routed, forced back. HongQ still standing. Doggo still alive for a brief moment, but it's the tag team of top jungle to tear him down. HongQ knocked out as well, and they don't need a Baron. They want the series. AL barreling down mid.
AL want that quarterfinal spot, and they're gonna take it.